Things are getting spicy now. What's up, everybody? My name is Tentacle, and welcome back to more In Stars and Time. Oh man, where do I even begin with what's been going on in this crazy game? Last time, we did in fact beat the king for the first time. But the loops still aren't fixed. So Siffrin kinda had a mental breakdown last time, which is understandable. But now, we gotta dust ourselves off and figure out the root cause of this problem. That's my goal today. Well, not exactly. I do remember Loop mentioning that we need to talk to all the party members first to see if they need help with anything. And we also need to keep up the facade of all this nonsense going wrong. Hence the title of the stream. But after I do talk to the other party members, I want to go back to meticulously searching everything. Except this time, I'm going to start here in Dormont instead of back in the house. And by that I mean I'll be going into every house that I can find. Also, what's up, Dylan? How you doing? Anyway, no more messing around. Let's do this. And yes, Mirabelle did want to talk to us. Oh, Siffrin. Sorry to bother you while you're so busy, but I really wanted to make sure you were okay. And I'm glad you're doing well, Dylan. Been looking forward to this. What's up, Mew? How you doing? Yeah, things are getting real juicy this time. Tell you what, after last weekend's stream, the thought of playing this game again this weekend kept resurfacing in my head at work. That's how I know I'm hooked on this game. And what's up, JD? Anyway, Mira over here is saying, You tell me if anything was wrong, right? Where is this coming from? Of course I'd tell you. Oh, that's really clever. Siffrin's inner thoughts are more negative, but he's having to say positive things to, you know, not go crazy. Siffrin, I'm not sure you're telling me the truth here. I don't want to force you to do anything, but you have to know I want you to be happy. And I know this is a stressful moment for all of us, but the only way we can get through this is if we talk to each other. If we share our worries. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you need help with anything, I'm here for you. Aw, that's really sweet. Also, thank you for the $1, Ash. For some reason, I can't like that donation, but I was still able to give a heart. Either way. Okay. Weird. Why is she telling you this? Ah, you know why she's asking you this. Poor Mirabelle can't just say it, so you'll have to do it for her. Clearly what's happening is... Do you need help with something? That long pause was really well done. Alright, this is getting interesting. No, that's not why I'm... Ugh. Mirabelle, ugh, at you. You can be such an oblivious person sometimes. Anyway, And she sighed. And called you names. Who is this? This is not the same Mirabelle. But she doesn't need help. Okay. Now that's a lie. Not even with those papers of yours. She's been looking at those for every loop you've been in. Clearly there's something wrong with them. You poke the papers to make your point. Huh? No, not at all. Do not look at the papers. The papers are irrelevant. Do not look at them, Siffrin. I see you looking at them. You arch an eyebrow, smiling. Ugh. Alright, yes, the papers are giving me a lot of trouble, and I hate them. I should probably be using this emote. But I'm only looking at them now to get worried at something other than, tomorrow? They aren't that big of a deal. If I have to be worried, I'd rather be worried about the thing that won't kill me. Right. The whole mess with the king. There's even more in my dorm room in the house. Those stupid papers have been following me since before the king stuff even started. I can't read. There's more in her dorm room? The one on floor 3. So, if we're done talking about my papers, if there's nothing I can do for you, Siffrin... Nah, I'm good. I'll see you later then. Sounds like you could help Mirabelle with her problems if you went snooping a bit. If she needs help, maybe everyone else does too? You should ask everyone and see if you can help them with anything. Let's go in the same order that we've always gone in. So, Madame Odile first, then Bonnie, and then Issa. Of course, this dialogue is the same, so I can't really skip it. Do I need help with anything? Are you this bored, Siffrin? Odile seems to realize you're genuinely asking. Ah, well... looking for a certain type of book. A type of book? Not a specific book. No, not a specific book. It's a type of book called a family tale. Have you heard of those? Doesn't sound familiar to me. It's a book filled with tales written by a single family through generations. It's a tradition in Vogard. I've always wanted to read one. But since each family has theirs, and it's something you're supposed to keep in one family and not show others, I was never able to touch, let alone read one. Aww, that sounds lovely. But I've heard that when a family dies off, the family tale might be taken by the houses, as a way to save those pieces of history. Huh, you didn't know that. And so, you'd like a family tale of a family that died off? Yes. So... Oh, geez, I'm so sorry, everybody. I didn't realize I was in my angry sprite. I fixed it, don't worry. It's all good now. Right. The party still hasn't figured out what Madame Odile is studying, so... Family tale-ology? Of a sort. Hey, we finally got a clue. And of course we'll help Madame Odile. Okay, I was planning to look in Dormont's library, but I have to buy some supplies. And I want to look inside Dormont's house, but who knows if we'll have time to search, so you should check the libraries at your disposal to see if you can find a family tale. So that makes Dormont's library, the houses, and the super secret library. Better start looking. And that's it. I gotta write this down too. I have a notepad file filled with stuff that I need to do for this act. So let's see. Check Mira's dorm room for more papers. Check all the libraries in the game. And I still gotta ask the king whatever new questions I can. Now let's go over to Bonnie and see if they need help with anything. Then once I talk to them and Issa, I will check all the houses in here and see if there's anything I missed from previous loops. I also just now noticed whenever Siffrin first talks to the party members, he's no longer as enthused as he was. Excuse me. That really shows he's starting to go insane. So what does Bonnie need help with, if anything? But I don't want your help. Alright, rude. I don't want you to help me with anything! Ah, you're still hated, huh? You don't. I don't! You're stupid and you don't know me, so I don't want you to help me! I don't know you? You really don't! Not even a little bit! You don't even know my 3 favorite foods, stupid! You're right. That's a crime. Yes, it is. Wait, you're making fun of me! See, that's also why! Why I don't want to talk to you! Just go away! So mean. But Bonnie looks sad still. Okay, this is silly, but what if you could prove you do know their favorite food? Oh, that's where the pineapple stuff comes in! I remember that! Whenever, I think that was just before the second floor? Or the third? Whenever we chose the pineapples as our snack, Bonnie commented that that was one of their favorites. So clearly... Oh man! I was trying to see if we could do something about that right away, but I guess we can't. Is there anything in here that can, I guess, lead us towards these quests? It doesn't seem like there's any menu options for that. And I did notice Siffrin's portrait here looks way less enthused as well. So anyways, let's go over to Issa and see what he has to say. I've already talked to Loop as well, so I don't want to talk to them again. Oh, wait! No! That's right! I already technically talked to Issa. I think. That's right, I did. I had to get out of his way to talk to Loop. So we already took care of that. So let's just go over to the clock tower then. Can't believe I missed that detail from last time. Wait, hang on, I missed that. I guess we're here anyway. I really messed up. I should go talk to Loop. Don't worry, guys. I will just go through this quickly again. It's kind of lame that I have to hold B for this, but I really want to make sure I don't miss anything, you know? Yes, I'm aware about that. Well, I guess as we're going through this, I'm wondering if there's anything I missed in the house. Maybe I can find something about the key knife or the craft bomb. I still want to complete those side quests. I have a feeling doing something with either of those will be very helpful against the king. But okay. I got that written down. We need to talk to... we need to examine the other papers in Mirabelle's room. Check all the libraries in the house. I already know that from Madame O'Dial. And then at some point, we need to prove that we know Bonnie's favorite food. Or at least one of them. It's kind of weird, though, that Bonnie didn't open up to us. But Madame O'Dial and Mirabelle did. The only thing Bonnie mentioned was something about their 3 favorite foods. Okay, Dormont's library, we'll go there first. And then we'll go to the 2 libraries in the house. I accidentally misclicked on the clock tower bit. So let's just go back to Bonnie and then talk to Loop. I swear we'll get back on the main path eventually, chat. I just misclicked there without really doing or meaning to do that. We already know about that. Okay. Now that's everything, so let's go back to Loop. I'm sure they have something to say now that we know about everyone's, I guess, side quest. So what's up, Loop? Hey, Stardust! How can I help you on this wonderful new loop? Oh, we got stuff here and here. So let's see if Loop has anything else to say about helping everyone. Oh, there is. We can go through each of these individually. So, your housemaiden is hiding something. Some papers? She implied at the time that she has more of those papers somewhere in her dorm. Maybe you should go and take a look. Be careful, though. She might be watching you closely, since that's her room. You might have to be sneaky about it. That's good to know. Did we ever figure out what Issa wanted last time? I would love to do that, Loop, but I don't know where he is. But what about Madame O'Dial? She's looking for a sort of book called a family tale, huh? Interesting. I've never heard of those. Maybe the librarian in Dormont might know something. Makes sense. I was gonna check there first anyway. Don't you take snack breaks every so often in the house? You should pick some different snacks every so often instead of going for your favorites. You might find out something new. Or you can brute force it and talk to them until you get it right. That's what looping is for, after all. Go on, then. Go and find out their favorite foods. And that's it. We already know about the stuff to find out more about the king and about the loops, so I think we're good. And there's nothing new about the questions, so... Oh, this time Loop gently waves goodbye. Interesting. If we go to the clock tower now, then the cutscene will begin to start the rest of the game. So I think I'm going to take this time now to check all the houses. In here, anyway. Let's see, what do you want? You know, the end of the world is fine and all, but I only have one regret. I won't be able to know what happens in the final issue of The Cursing of Chateau Castle. Oh, so this must be the person that Mirabelle was talking about, I think. Nope, must have been someone else. Who are you? Big hat. Impossibly warm-looking cloak. You must be one of the people traveling with Mirabelle. She's pretty well known around here. The chosen one, you know. Blessed by the change god with the power to save Vogard. Oh, you poor fool, if only you knew. Plus, before all this, she was a housemaiden at the House of Change nearby. She'd take classes, help out with chores, help the other housemaidens with their studies and craft. Little perfect Mirabelle. Humph. As for me, I think she's the most wonderful being on Earth. No wonder the change god blessed her when she's this wonderful. I used to go to the house a lot for my classes, and she was always there, taking the class with me. Ooh, is something going on here? I think I might know. Looks like the stylish lady wants to be friends with Mirabelle, too. It's not one-sided. Yeah, sure enough. Both of them are experiencing the same thing. They want to be friends with each other, but doesn't know the other one even exists. But I guess I can bring up that to Mirabelle now. Anyway, what's over here? Oh my gosh, it looks like this person's already frozen in time. Yep. Judging by the way she looks, she's at the last stage of the king's curse. Not even Mirabelle could reverse it now. That's kind of sad. For a second there, I thought this other person was sad about their, I guess, business partner being frozen in time. But, yes, I like going into strangers' homes. What a sentence, Siffrin. Since you're here, can you help me? I'm trying to figure out which necklace to give my lovely, wonderful, beautiful wife. Huh. One with round beads and one with teardrop-shaped ones. Oh, you get to pick. I wonder if that does anything. Okay, good. The other jeweler knows that the other person's frozen in time. Can I steal this tonic? No? Dang it. Alright, whatever. Let's see. Before we go to the library... This house is locked. By an open phrase. We don't know it yet. That's the pastry shop. We already know about that. Does this shopkeeper have anything to say? No. Alright. And dang, Siffrin didn't even react to zoning out there. But yeah, the game's right. Mirabelle wasn't blessed by the change god. It was the head housemaiden. It doesn't make that much of a difference to you, but Mirabelle seemed very worried at the idea of people knowing. So much that she kept the truth a secret. Probably Mirabelle getting stressed out for nothing. How would you react if she wasn't actually blessed by the change god? You would just say that, Siffrin. You're nuts, man. Nuts. Then it would mean the change god abandoned us, right? It would mean there's no hope for Vogard, right? Where is this coming from, anyway? You said this hypothetically, right? She's really blessed by the change god, right? Vogard will be saved, right? You messed up, Siffrin. Hypothetically, of course. Yeah, that's the ticket. And good. The shopkeeper believed it. You understand Mirabelle a bit better now. Yep, I get it. Alright. Let's check the library. Welcome to the library. Well, our selection is kinda lacking. All the good books are in the house. But the house is, well, closed until further notice, since the king took residence there and froze everyone in time. Are you looking for a book in particular? Yeah. Excuse me. I had lunch not long before I did this stream. It still hasn't settled fully. But yeah, are there any family tales here? Why would you even want to look at one? Aren't you from outside Vogard? Well, either way, we don't. We don't carry those here. I'm not sure where you'd need to look for one, but I feel like I've seen one recently. It's weird. Either way, the library in the house might help. Alright, so we're going on a bit of a wild goose chase here. No big deal, but we were gonna head there eventually, right? This door is also locked by an open phrase. Oh my gosh, that's the change open phrase house. Well, alright then. What's this letter? You can only describe the item inside the letter as a long thingy thing. We found the long thing. Now we just need the secret ingredient. Oh man, that's really good. Okay, so we already know the short thing is in Mirabelle's room as well. I'm so glad I checked that house. Anyway, we got a flower growing one here. You got the bright flower. It's a souvenir. You can give the flower to one of your party members by talking to them. I wonder if that means anything. Maybe we should give it to Mirabelle. Now what's going on in here? Hello, traveler. I hope the smell in here isn't too overpowering. I'm cooking a lot of different things for tomorrow. All of us in Dormont talked a few days back, and we decided that while you'll be exploring the house to fight the king, everyone in the village will be partying. That way, if you win, we'll already have the party in full swing. But if you don't, and we all get frozen by the king's curse, we'll be frozen in time, but at least we'll be happy. A party? Good for you. I can tell you find that weird. Really? Could you now? Even if the end is coming for us, it's still a new form of change. That's one way to look at it. Alright, I think that's everything. We already went there. We found that, the long thing, so I guess it's finally time to start the clock tower stuff again. And sure enough, Issa is there. Let's just fast forward all this. I do find it interesting that Siffrin isn't reacting to zoning out anymore. He's just stone cold. The food always tastes the same. You eat anyway. And then we can skip this part too. We'll stay with you, Mira. You have no other choice after all. Oh, that's new dialogue. Originally, Siffrin said, "We'll stay with you, Mira, for as long as it takes." That's how you know he's really going insane. I'll probably be bringing that up a lot. Against your will, you hold your breath. Chicken. Nice. Now that we actually know roughly what Issa was gonna say, I, just don't want to tell you right now. It might distract you. And we wouldn't want that, right? So, I'll tell you when we beat the king. Okay? That's what he was trying to tell you at the end. Before you were forced to loop back. You never did hear what he had to say to you. Maybe if you went back to that time, after you beat the king, if you asked again, made sure you had no interruptions, maybe you'll be able to hear it this time. Okay. And then it's still the same cutscene as before. You wonder if you'll be able to sleep tonight. I wonder how many new bits of dialogue there will be now that Siffrin started cracking, as it were. At least we can still skip this part. You know, though, now that we're back in the house, I wonder if... Yeah, the same tutorial enemy is there. Is there anything new here? Oh, there's nothing new here, but okay. At least we can skip the tutorial section again. I've still got the same equipment from last time. And Siffrin actually leveled up here. Awesome. So let's see. A little bit of that. It's Mirabelle's turn now. So, attack buff would be lovely right about now. And then this. There we are. And now that I know exactly how the save points work, it'll be much easier to get to where we were in the past, I guess. I don't have to fight everything again. I only do that if I want to... If I want to get my experience recorded properly for this first floor. I'm still gonna meticulously examine all the rooms, you know. I do want to find that super sweet tonic again. But I'm really hoping I can do something about the key knife and the craft bomb. Still nothing about the Change God statue. So let's just keep moving. Examine the trap thing. I guess I can say... Oh, wait, hang on. Before we do anything, you start walking away. Let's go, everyone. Okay. Even Siffrin knows that we don't have time to waste. I guess that can lead into something. That's like my one complaint about this game. I know there is a way to skip all the dialogue you've already seen, and that is helpful, don't get me wrong. The fast forward mechanic is immensely helpful. But sometimes I wish I could just go back to the fight against the king anyway. Especially now that I know what to do. And I keep forgetting that time skips ahead there whenever we examine the needle sword. And I did miss something in this room! I forgot to examine the forge! Ah, dang it! That's where the sharpening stone is! A sharpening stone. For the key knife. You pick it up. Heck yeah, baby. You should be able to sharpen the key knife now. When you get it back, that is. Nothing in the forge. And that was one thing to examine to begin with. Oh, before I forget, let's redo everyone's equipment. So we get memory of keys here. Keep the garden scissors on Siffrin. We'll keep memory of lovely moving cure on for now. But whenever we go back to the king, I'll equip memory of either butt kicking or shining life. Haven't decided that yet. A free revive would be sweet, though. Oh, wait, almost forgot. Hold up. Not here. I need to go to Mirabelle's equipment. No, not equipment. Craft spells. And we already did tell her about Adorable Moving Shield, so we're good there. And you didn't even give me a chance to look at the sadness that was headed our way. Alright, let's beat it up. I guess I can do this. Madame Odile won't need the memory of Paper Alpha 5 while we're doing this. Because she's gonna learn it when we get back to the king anyway. Alright. Go in here. There's a bunch of tonics. Or salty broth and crafted water, I mean. I just call them tonics. We already know about the checkers. We already know about the cutlery. We already know about that. And the books. We already know about that. Skip the tears. This is the storage room, if I'm not mistaken. We already know about the dictionary. We got more items over here. That's good. The sweet tonic is going to be very useful until we get the super sweet one. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, that is the one complaint I have with this game. If I ever have to loop back to Dormont, it takes forever for me to get back to where I was until I'm able to go back to right before the king. For a second, you forgot what you're supposed to do until your body takes over on its own. You almost forgot. You almost forgot to catch Issa before he runs right into the tears. You feel cold all over. And then we can skip the rest of this. Alright. So we gotta find that star crest sadness next. And it's right here! I forgot it was right here. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Mew. But I still want to check everything again because I'm pretty sure I missed stuff. It's a little complicated. But okay, this one resists rock, so... It is... If it took normal damage from paper, then... It's a paper enemy. Don't get me wrong, I still think this game is really freaking fun. Easily one of the most fun games I've streamed, and I will most likely continue it in the distant future. But, I don't know, man. It's a little bit of a mixed bag here. Skip all that. Get the super sour tonic. Stars! You hit your hip into the counter and bite your lip really hard. He doesn't want to say the thing. Why do you never remember the stupid counter? Oh no, Siff! Do you still have trouble judging distance? Let us know if you'd like anyone else to take the lead. Okay, because he didn't say anything after getting... or after bumping into the counter, then we got new dialogue. And we got new dialogue here. Bonnie wanted the walk, but because we've already gotten it, now she's saying, what's that? Or sorry, what they're saying. I keep forgetting Bonnie goes by they, them. I'm so sorry, everybody. Is that an entire potato in the sink? What a waste. And we've already seen the cookies and the soup. So, back we go to the adventure. This was the Starcrest room, right? Right. So we can just fight this enemy and be on our merry way. In a while, Rockadile. That did basically nothing, and we can use this turn to heal Siffrin. And then Madame Odile can attack. There we go. Whenever I've cleaned out all the rooms here... Oh wait, you know what? I just realized. I don't think I can loop forward for this stream, because I still want to figure out what Bonnie's favorite snacks are. And to do that, I would have to fight this mini-boss, I think. Unless I'm missing something here. Is there still a way for me to loop forward and get all 3 snack breaks in? Maybe 4, if I'm counting correctly? No, there would still be 3. But is there still a way for me to do that and continue to loop forward after I check all the rooms? That's what I want to know. I should heal, shouldn't I? If I can. I guess that's the main problem that I had going into today's stream. I'm just trying to figure out how to do all this stuff efficiently. Dang, both sadnesses got here in the time it took for me to open that door. So let's go here. It's the candle room, but I can't remember if there's anything else. There is a salty broth at least. Sour tonics, a craftonomy book. Oh, this is new. We haven't seen this yet. Piercing craft, creative craft. Where's the protecting craft, chap? It's a craftonomy book, not a craftology book. This one is about the study of craft, not your fortune. Oh, I get it. Like astrology. That's funny. This place has been frozen for a few months now. I don't think it'd be up to date. You really like that sort of stuff, don't you, Isabeau? Yes, I do. It's absolutely useless and has no basis in reality, but I like it when some letters tell me I'm gonna have a good day. Haha, nice. You're protector craft, aren't you, Isabeau? People who use it are patient, honest, loyal, and very gullible. That sure is me. I wonder, yeah. Mirabelle and I are on the same wavelength. Does Bonnie even know what that means? Oh, never mind. They're also using protector craft. And they're trying to deny it. You like being able to be near them and not have to contribute to the conversation. Being silent and surrounded by people you like is nice. Aw, that's really sweet. Is there anything in here? No. So let's go to the other room. All these papers. There was the pillow hat in here. There's the broken egg key. So I wonder if there's any unique dialogue because we already found the pillow hat. Why does that pillow look so... not here? Some people like to sleep with no pillows, or so I've heard. Something's weird. Huh? Something's weird? Like what? I'll let you know when I find out. Uh-oh, we messed up. I don't think there's anything else here. This was the scandalous paper that we couldn't let Bonnie see. This is the landscape one. Oh wait, we can get our tarot card again. I wonder if I'll get the Six of Swords again. Okay, no, it's something different. 5 women fighting with spears. Why are they fighting? The bottom says 5 of Wands. So it took 3 attempts for us to get something new. For those who missed my last few loops where I've been on the first floor, I got the Six of Swords twice in a row. Anyway, because Siffrin is so powerful, it should be really easy to deliver the first blow to these enemies. The tarot cards don't really mean anything, to my knowledge. Although I do remember from a few streams ago, someone in chat mentioned there is a special souvenir that'll change the ending of the game. I wonder when that is. Please don't tell me, by the way, this is my first playthrough of In Stars in Time. I do not want to be spoiled. And we don't really need to go this way now that we have the broken egg key. Wait a second, I'm an actual moron. I know what I can do. After I examine all the rooms in the 3rd floor of the house, I can just loop forward to when I'm about to fight the king. Duh. Alright. Back on the train again, as it were. I know what I need to do now, don't worry. And if we aren't able to complete Bonnie's side quest during this, I can just do that next time I have to loop. Man, I always forget that there's a flashing light there. And there's the changing sadness from earlier. That speed buff is going to be immensely helpful. So it's a rock type sadness first. I'm pretty sure that hand sign has changed basically every time we've done this. Either way, let's give our turn to Madame O'Dial and have her use this. That did nothing, dude. Let's see. Done heal. That gives an attack buff, not a crit chance buff. I got that wrong for some reason. In my head, anyway. And because the party is so weak, I think it would just be better to focus on jackpots for the mini-boss battles. Now it's a scissors enemy. Nice try there, Bonnie. I can heal Issa this turn. Siffrin can use this. Get 2 rock points. Issa can do that. And Madame O'Dial can guard, I guess? As can Mirabelle. Please let me be right. Nope. Ah! I don't want to have to waste Madame O'Dial's turn, but I guess I should, just so I can get that rock jackpot. And that can still heal everyone. Jeez, wait! Hang on! Did you see Siffrin's battle portrait whenever the jackpot was going on? He looked kinda scary. Mirabelle still can't do anything. Neither can Madame O'Dial. It didn't change anything that time. And thanks for the speed buff, Bonnie. Now let's see. If I'm reading this correctly, then this means it's a rock-type enemy again? Nope. I always get that wrong. And when I said nope, I meant I used the wrong attack. I should have had Siffrin heal Madame O'Dial. And then Mirabelle can heal Issa. Siffrin can guard again. And then one last jackpot. But yeah, look at Siffrin there! His battle pose! And now he learned the craft skill rose-printed glasses. That's new. So what does that new battle skill do? I'm curious. Oh, here it is. It's the paper type version of In a While Rockadial. That's good to know. So let's go through here and see if we can guess Bonnie's favorite food out of these snacks. I'll skip this for now. Plantain chips. The cookies. Because they called the cookies boring, I don't think that's their favorite. I'm guessing it's either the onigiri or the plantain chips. I only say that because Bonnie likes rice. So let's try the onigiri. Do not make Bonnie sad. Thank you, Snack Leader, for this delicious meal. I still can't believe we've tried all of Bonnie's snacks. Zaw's stupid. We can't be friends. That'd be like being friends with your mom or your sister. So then, which one is Mirabelle? Belle's like a cool sister. The one who'd give me sweets when I ask. Unlike my actual older sister, who sucks. So, which one would Issa be then? Zaw's like a little brother. And then what about Siffrin? You're... I don't know. Nothing there, huh? I'll save here, I guess. I could always warp back to where the king is whenever it's time. I want to say I missed stuff on this floor, though. There's someone frozen in time right here, right? Yup. We can fast forward here. But I wonder. One of the housemaidens. She looks scared. Nothing special. Alright. When I said examine everything, I meant it. Here's the botany room again. We still can't get the tonics on that shelf, but we can get these ones. Now I wonder if anything happens whenever Siffrin tries to scoot through this tight space again. While passing through, you take a deep breath, and... it was Madame Odile's turn now. You quickly poked Odile's side. Beyond throwing you a look, she doesn't react. You try not to smile. Alright. So we've seen that bit of dialogue for Issa, Mirabelle, and now Madame Odile. So maybe Bonnie is next? Skip all that. I don't think there was anything else in the head housemaiden's office. But you wonder if calling him king might have given him more notoriety than he should have. Nothing in the closet. Nothing in the bookshelf. Various boring subjects indeed. Skip all that. The head housemaiden. She knew something about whatever's happening to you. Maybe you could try and ask her what she knows. You pick up the key. That's one down. Doesn't look like there's anything else in here. Before we continue in this room, I want to go back to the right. See if there's anything I missed. I keep on having this feeling there's one room that I didn't check at all. I'll know it when I see it. I just can't remember if it was on this floor or the third. It's not this one, but I'll check here anyway. Now I wonder if Siffrin has anything to say since we talked to the stylish lady that Mirabelle wants to be friends with. No? Nothing. We can get the super sweet tonic again, though. That's going to be very useful. And we already know about the multiple names. You only have the one name. Let's steal the key from here. That's the crying mask. And we already know about all the classes that Mirabelle took. And the bonding earrings, too. Follow the script. The dialogue changes for this act are so neat. That's a neat little bit of trivia. And it's this enemy again. So let's just use AoE attacks to take them all down. Holy jeez, that hurt. Yeah. All three of y'all need to go bye-bye. There's one. And there go the other two. Nice. I don't think that's the room up there that I'm thinking of. Once again, though, I'm still going to check every room. We can use rose-printed glasses right here. And down that goes. there's the star crest for this floor. I'm gonna have to waste Mirabelle's first turn healing. But other than that... it's a scissors enemy. So let's heal. And then do that. I suppose I could also use Issa's debuffing skills, but I find this way more fun. Let's see. Attack buff. Guard. A worthy shot, Bonnie. But let's just do this. Down it goes. Another star crest. Couldn't skip that for whatever reason. Okay, now we can finally go to the house's library and see if we can progress Madame Odile's side quest after we beat this guy. Weird that it had a large sprite on the battlefield. Those are usually reserved for really powerful enemies, but this one is weak. I'm not complaining or anything. It's just something I don't get. That's all. On the third floor, the large battle sprites were reserved for that really big enemy. You know the one. The one that had the really intimidating body and the cute face. Let's just go through here. And off to the library, or not. Also, what's up, Sweeper? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Trying to get back to where I was in Stars in Time a little quickly here. Oh, wait. This person that was looking for their partner might be holding on to something. Sif? What are you... Their hand is frozen in time, but you managed to get the item out. It's a dark earring. Same design as the one they're wearing on their left ear. It's a bonding earring souvenir. Oh my. Oh! Oh, crab! That's the other half! They didn't give it to their partner yet? We have to find their partner and give them the earring. Time to find their partner. How much do you want to bet the other character in this whole scenario is on the third floor? Because this person's the librarian. Let's get the paper key. That's good to hear. Now, somewhere in here might be the family tale that Madame Odile is looking for. But it wasn't in the middle shelf. No diary stuff. Is it this one? No. Is it this one? No. So I imagine it's either in the secret library or somewhere else. But for now, let's see what happens if we try to pick up the thick book. It just straight up disappeared. That was a very weak boo, Isabeau. Yeah, I'm a spooky prankster. And we messed up again. So much for keeping up the facade. Jeez. Wow, a secret passage! And we messed up again! I'm really bad at this, dude. I was just picking different dialogue. I didn't realize the party would get suspicious, okay? I also didn't realize that would one-shot this enemy. I guess it's really that weak. And Siffrin picked a color book from here. What it means for us and our past. The book's boring and dense. Or it looks boring and dense. Oh yes, color theory. Are you interested, Siffrin? You shrug. Huh. What's a color? Zod doesn't know what a color is. I really don't. Tell me. It's, it's like weird shades. I learned it at school, but it wasn't very interesting, so I crafted a drawing on my table instead. Wow, Bonbon, you're so hardcore. They are weird shades, yes. This is a relatively new discovery, so I'm not surprised you haven't heard, Isabeau. But a very long time ago, we could apparently see shades called colors. Yeah! They had a shade called blue, and that's the sky's real shade. And one named Grin, and that's what the grass looked like. Oh, that really is a fourth wall break about how this game is in black and white. I was making a joke about that the first time I saw these color books. But it actually is true. That's amazing. That's such big news. How did I not know this? I failed you all. Oh, don't worry. We don't usually count on you to know things. Wow, what's that supposed to mean, Madame O'Dial? Oh yeah, that's true. Colors. Shades people can't see anymore. It seems silly, but somehow this knowledge feels familiar to you. Still not what we're looking for, though. Not this one. So I think we're kind of lost here. No, 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 not that one. You two? We should get going. Give us a second, Mirabelle. You look through the titles, mumbling each one under your breath. Lost Inland, The History of Pepper, What to Do When You're Sad and There's No Chocolate Around. Ah! Here, at the very bottom. Paperos Family Tale? Where? Paper what now? Who checked it out? Someone called Charles Choquette. Oh, that's the boulanger in Dormont. Oh, the pastry shop owner. They sold croissants, yeah. So, I guess I still didn't need to check the pastry shop. Anyway, Siffrin was looking for a book, but he says it's fine, so... Is this another secret quest? Well, maybe, Mirabelle. Maybe. If you say it's fine, then it is. Let's get going, everyone. Yep, the pastry shop owner in Dormont might have checked out a family tale. So at some point, next time I loop back to Dormont, I need to let Madame Odile know. For right now, though, I think that's everything we can do here. In this side of the floor, anyway. So, let's do that. Jeez, I forgot how much these guys hurt. They're glass cannons. Down you go. Alright. Now I can check the... Or wait, was it... That was the botany room. So I... Or wait, I should probably check the person here. We were able to find a bonding earring. That's Mirabelle's gardening classmate. There was nothing special about them, though. So I really should be checking all the people that are frozen in time that I could. Or can. There wasn't anything special about the librarian, I don't think. The trap building room! So, where is that room? On the right side. Okay, so I was headed there anyway. That room is here on this floor. I could have sworn I missed something there. It wasn't here, that was the classroom. I was bound to get ambushed by that enemy anyway, so we're fine to battle this. No, we're doing that. I keep trying to use Mirabelle's turn to heal herself, but Madame Odile keeps getting targeted. There we go. I don't want to have to use a sour tonic if I can help it. This guy again. Guess we're just gonna keep doing this every time we target these enemies. Or, sorry, encounter them. No big deal, really. Alright. Not here, that's where the star crest was. So now we can go into this area and find the trap building room again. We gotta go down if we want to get there, if I'm not mistaken. Go down for the key. Skip all that. I was gonna get ambushed either way, again. And once again, the game used a large battle sprite for one of these guys. Now I can finally heal Mira. And then just business as usual until the battle ends. Now, I could have sworn I missed something in this very room. Some very big rocks. 2 of them seem to be missing. Could they be for various traps in the house? Nope, nothing there. Some notes on safety. Beware of rock. Sage advice. Some carving wood. You haven't tried carving wood in forever. There's something on the counter. It's the scissors key. That's all the keys on this floor. A book about traps and how they work. Some of the pages are bookmarked. Does it say anything about the traps you've seen so far? Ah, one of the bookmarks is labeled Death Corridor. This is where you first died, but you're still not sure why the trap activated when it did. You read the page. The type of trap in the Death Corridor is apparently called... If you feel safe, it activates. Oh, trap. That's... Okay. That's one disgusted face you're pulling. Alright. So let's see. Need to check something real quick. Guess I gotta get the key knife whenever we get to the 3rd floor. And we don't know the open phrase for that room, so... Get juked, you stupid enemy. I did it again! Oh, he's nice with it. Oh, yeah. Nothing can stop me now, I say very deliberately. Okay, now for this next battle, I am definitely gonna need to use Issa's debuffing skills. At least to lower both of these guys' defenses. Or wait, can I do that? I can never remember. I'm pretty sure that's only a single target. So for now... let's just AoE. And we'll slow down you. Debuff your defense, considering you're already a scissors enemy. Ah! I misclicked! I'll make it up next turn. Good, we got an attack buff. You feel weaker. Everyone's defense got debuffed. No, not that. I want to do this. Let's do that. And that's exactly what I wanted to have happen. So if you get the one on the right weak enough, it defeats the one on the left automatically. I only did that so I could open up the opportunity for another jackpot. Its defense and speed are still debuffed, so... let's do one of these. Down you go. All it takes is strategy, everybody. So we're on the 2nd floor, or 3rd floor now, after this snack break. Skip all that. And now we can finally tell Bonnie that they're the cutest. They sure are! You give a thumbs up. Alright, back to skipping. Oh wait! No, hang on, this is new! In this section, the other party members, minus Bonnie, ask Siffrin what he wanted to have happen if he died against the king. So, I guess now we can say, carry my ashes with you. Huh. Carry your ashes? Like, cut your ashes in equal parts like a pizza? We'd each get a part of you. Kinda morbid. But that way we can still have fun. A ghost Siffrin to play pranks on me at all times. I'm not so sure about that. You can leave me behind for 2 hours a day. How generous of you. I may have to take you up on that offer then. A personal ghost Sif, huh? Alright, that's enough of that. Snack time! We already know about the pineapples, but I don't think... Let's try the fish head. See if that does anything. 'Cause I don't remember Bonnie saying anything about the Madelines. So we'll see if that was right. Either way, though, we're at the 3rd floor. We'll save here, talk to Bonnie, and then keep going. I want to do at least one more battle against the king. Either way, though, Bonnie seems to be thinking hard about something. We'll save your sister, Bonnie. Huh? Oh. Yeah, I know. That was it, huh? So let's just go here and examine a bunch of stuff. I do want that key knife. So let's see if I can get there as soon as possible. Nothing in here. Oh wait, we found the other character's partner! Yes! The same earring! The partner! And they only have one earring! We have to give them the earring! There we go, that's the right emote. And a note so they can find each other. Ah! Okay, that's pretty good. Calm down, you two. Sorry. This is just so romantic. We're doing this. We're helping. Siffrin, the earring, please. Smiling, you give Mirabelle the earring. Isabeau, I have it. Wait, where should we put the note? Spear the note to their ear with the earring, maybe? Sounds really morbid, but I guess they're rolling with it. I'm getting a little emotional over here. Me too. I hope they'll find the note. And get to meet... Oh, and get to meet. Considering how the note is attached to their ear, I think they'll notice. They look stupid. Looking stupid is nothing in the face of true love. That's telling them, Issa. Love wins! Let's go! Alright. Some salty broths. Those will be very useful. And from checking this Change God figurine box again, we get 2 sweet tonics. Nice. I guess those were hidden. That leads to the observatory, and we can't go there yet. So let's go back to the mirror room. Once we finish examining all these, I think I might loop forward. There's the mirror room. And it's a photo of the party again. You smile at the picture. And there's the smiling key. We need that star crest, though. Right, the angry mask. So we go back to the left, open that section, get the angry mask, and get going. And then we go back to the right to use the crying mask. I'm starting to remember, chat. Don't worry. There's another person frozen in time. Mirabelle's role model. And this is her dorm room. So it's time to look for the papers. Papers filled with complicated equations. Oh, that's her roommate's bed. Unfortunate that we don't really seem to know much of anything about these special papers. More books. Back in Dormont, she seemed worried about whatever was inside, wasn't she? Oh, the papers are in the dresser. Got it. Mirabelle looks sad. She must be thinking about her roommate. You feel bad taking advantage of this moment, but... You open the drawer. There's some pens, a brooch, anti-anxiety medication, and some papers. Each paper seems to be a file about a different person. Each has a picture of someone, their name, and what seems to be their answers to questions like, where do you imagine yourself in 10 years? And do you want kids? So, is it like... Yeah, it appears to be profiles about people in Dormont, but what exactly was it about? I guess we won't know until we loop back. We already know about the short thing and the long thing for the craft bomb. So now we just need the secret ingredient, wherever that may be. And here's an open phrase gate again. Nothing new here. Still can't read the sentence. It says, youch. No, it's just... my head hurts. Oh, Issa doesn't get it either. I don't blame either of them, honestly. One of the house maidens. Nothing special about that one, so let's just get what's in here. Which is the angry mask key. I don't think there's anything else that we need to check here, but I'll just get the tonics before we get going. Or just the items in general. Excuse me. Oh, this book is about how to craft your body. Okay. Before, it took close to a year to make big changes. But now you can change in a month or so. It's interesting. Crafting your body is so accepted here in Vogard. In Kabue, using craft on yourself would be grounds for prison. Prison? But why? Because if you can craft your body to your liking, where's the limit? Take the king, for example. They say he crafted his body to become so massive, he can destroy houses in a single gesture. And that's without mentioning his mastery over timecraft, too. But that's... I'm not saying Kabue is correct. I'm just telling you their point of view. That does make sense. And she seems to have some sort of secret about this whole bodycraft mess in Kabue. All this lore, man. I love it. Starting to feel a little bit better about this whole thing. This time I'm actually gonna skip this fight. I just thought of a really good idea to, I guess, cheese my way to fighting the king again. We'll see if I'm right, but I want to make a little more progress here first. Or wait, never mind. No, scratch that. I don't think I'll be able to. Dang. Oh well. No, we gotta use the paper attack. And then this. That is probably one of my favorite attack animations in the game, the paper jackpot. So let me see if I remember this correctly. Is it through here? No, not here. But I do want to check this room anyway. I don't even know what that was about. Never mind, then. That was a little weird. I probably shouldn't have skipped that, huh? The eye patches again, but we've seen that already, so let's just get back to the adventure. This isn't the place where we have to use the star crests. I was just saying it was on the left, too. One of these days, I'll actually remember my way around this house fully. Don't worry, guys, we're back. I wanted to see... Or wait, let me not put the cart before the horse. I wanted to see if I could still get through the third snack break and fight the king without, you know, without saving my progress accordingly, but I guess not. Or maybe I could? I'm trying to remember where that was. I want to say there's at least one more tier before you fight the king. So I want to go back to that specific save point just before him so I don't waste any of my experience. I sort of speed ran through the house this time. But now, what is this bathroom cutscene like? You breathe out slowly. Okay, so you're trapped in time, and that's not great. But you have goals you can strive towards, so you're fine. You know what to do. Help your friends, find out more about the loops, talk to the king. As long as you have goals, you'll be fine. Why did you loop back? Why isn't it over? Why did he even start in the first place? It was naive to not even think about why you're even looping. You got the power to help everyone, and you just accepted it? Who did you think you were? Oh no, is Siffrin experiencing some kind of self-doubt here? Yeah, he is. If only you'd used your brain sooner, maybe you wouldn't be in this situation. If only you'd thought about why you got those powers. If you'd looked inside the classroom more attentively. If you'd searched the head housemaiden's office better. If you'd looked closer at the pillar in the death corridor. What are you missing now? Now that you'll feel stupid for not seeing earlier. Stupid. But it's fine. You're seeing clearly now. You won't miss a thing anymore. You'll save everyone, save Vogard, and escape from this loop. You will. Let's get the key knife and go to the king. Now we can actually skip this part. Oh, can't skip this part though. I'll take that key knife, thank you. Take me back to the entrance, please. Thank you. Now let's see. I'm trying to figure this out. Can I get through the third snack break while still keeping my experience to fight the king properly? I want to say I can, but that may require me to not save before him. So let's see. Ooh, but before I do, hang on. Now that we actually have the key knife, let's do this. Sharpening stone, apply to key knife. You try and focus on sharpening the knife. It's not gonna work, is it? Nope. Huh? Is that how you sharpen knives now, Sif? Huh? What do you mean? I don't know. Feels like you usually say something when you sharpen your dagger. Do you? You can't remember. Something's missing with this. A few weeks ago, you were carving a little wooden dial, remember? And you were saying... something. I can't remember. Can't remember either. Are we as forgetful as Siffrin now? This doesn't bode well. If I saw a piece of carving wood or some carving stuff, I'd remember. Okay. So I got it. Okay. After this fight against the king, I can loop back to Dormont, talk to Mirabelle, talk to Madame O'Dial, talk to the freaking pastry shop owner, and then loop back to the second floor. Gotcha. All right. That's really useful. Getting that piece of carving wood from the second floor might be a good place to stop. I swear though, if my trick for keeping my progress against the king isn't actually gonna work, I'm going to be mad. Either way, though, let's slow you down. And then when it's time to attack the big enemy, Issa can lower its defenses. For now, though, we can just focus our signature, I guess, hand signs on the corresponding hand. Maybe I can try a jackpot again. No, we're still fighting. Don't worry, game. It's worth a shot anyway to try a jackpot. I never really bothered with that when I first fought this enemy. So let's see it. Wow! Both of the paper hands got knocked out too. That's really useful. So, let's do paper jackpots now. If we can. Craft this. Good try, Bonnie. I can tell they were gonna attack the rock hand on the right. And boom. That'll still deal some damage to the big enemy, even though it won't be very much, I'm sure. And now the big enemy is vulnerable to anything. Ah, I keep holding B there. So let's use a rock jackpot next. Attack buff, yes! Guard, please. And then we use lovely moving cure. Do that. Everyone got a speed debuff. But I can reverse that. Good job there, Bonnie. And down it goes. I was half expecting to have to do a jackpot there, but nah. Alright, let's see if my strategy worked. And if it didn't, I'll just loop forward to the king anyway. No tears in sight, but there's Claude, Mirabelle's roommate. Once again, I've already shown this cutscene, so I'm gonna skip it. Although I will do this. Claude's eyes are open. Resigned. She was the one who was getting ready to make a bomb in Mirabelle's dorm room, wasn't she? She's holding something tightly in her fist. Is it the secret ingredient? It is! Yes! We finally have all the ingredients! So I wonder if... You have everything you need. So... It's time to make the craft bomb! And Siffrin gets to keep it. Alright. You got a memory of bomb. Nice. If you have this memory equipped and loop back to the king, the bomb will magically appear in your pockets. Alright. I assume Siffrin gets it. At least I get to skip this cutscene, too. So... Bonnie didn't really say anything about the samosas. These are the palmiers. And the malanga fritters. So I wonder which of these they like the most. Ooh, we get to try the malanga fritters a second time. Alright. Malanga fritters again. The novelty has faded a bit, but you're happy to find them again. You bite into one. So good, right, Siffrin? So let me see. Normally this would be where I save, but I have an idea. If there... Oh, sure enough! There are tears right here, so... My thought process is... I touch this tear, loop all the way back to where I just was, and keep my experience. Although... Give me just a moment, and I can equip the memory of Craft Bomb. It's time to loop. Let's try that again, shall we? You feel like you forgot something. What were you doing during your last loop? Must not have been important. Uh-oh. Did I mess up? Everyone's levels are back. There's the craft bomb. I don't have the super sweet tonic in this loop. Or on this save, I guess. But let's change around everyone's equipment. That's what I was trying to spit out. Does Mirabelle know Shining Life? She does. So I will equip Memory of Butt Kicking, if only because it's really funny. And it'll be really useful. What skills does Issa know? He does know Break, so by that logic... Defense up. Madame O'Dial already has the equipment that I want her to have. As does Bonnie. So, let's save here. Who's that? Also, what's up, Jess? How you doing? Sorry I missed your message. I was kinda in the zone. Don't feel bad about yourself like that. You arrived at a really good time, though. We're about to fight the final boss. As before, I will not voice act anything unless there's new dialogue from the king. So far, there's nothing. I dare not skip any of this. For context, the king here is the main antagonist. He froze Vogard in time and is now trying to play to the party's good side. Alright. What questions is Siffrin gonna ask? Do you remember? I remember you. Is that so? Nothing new for that loop. Alright. So, round 2 against the king. As before, I shall exclusively use paper attacks. Zone out for this part? Nope. I probably just skipped the king's speech here. Anyway, we did finally manage to beat the king last time, but you still have so many questions. Why is he freezing Vogard in time? Does his power have anything to do with the time loops you're stuck in? If you ask him something, will he answer? Ugh, fine! You can now ask the king questions by going into your craft menu. The things I let you do, Stardust, I swear! Alright, I guess we're using Siffrin's turn to ask something. At least it doesn't use a turn. What's your goal? Oh, my goal. Sif, does it matter? It doesn't! Your reasons don't matter at all! But they might. Why do you want to freeze Vogard in time? Siffrin? Oh.
Can't you guess? Can't you tell? Oh, stars. I thought my intentions were clear. But no one seems to understand.
We don't know! We don't understand you! Why would you want to make an entire country suffer? And expect everyone to be okay with it? There must be a reason. Why would you freeze Vogard in time? And only Vogard, for that matter.
That's true. No other country has been attacked. With a power like yours, you could freeze more than just Vogard. But you stopped at the borders. Other countries are safe. Why? Because Vogard is perfect.
Perfect?
Such welcoming, creative people. Always willing to welcome travelers in. Even travelers with no name. No home to speak of. Such precious memories. It is perfect. I do not want it to change. I want it to stay exactly how it is. So it cannot ever be destroyed.
That's so... What backwards thinking? I don't know what about Vogard made it perfect for you, but you cannot stop us from living. Are you the one doing this to me?
Oh. Doing this.
Stars, you don't want to explain it in front of everyone. But the king, he could be the one trapping you in time. The one imprisoning me here. Huh? Imprisoning you?
Whatever is happening to you, I am not the one responsible, Bright One. But that scent around you, could it be?
What is it? Oh, never mind. So the king isn't the one responsible for the loops. Isn't that weird? You're looping through time, he's freezing it. Aren't you using the same power? Power over time? How are you freezing people in time?
Psst, Sif, could have told you that one if you asked. It's timecraft, buddy.
You don't know what that is. Right! In this loop, we never did that! We never experienced that whole mess about what timecraft was. Right! The ability to craft time itself. But timecraft is supposed to be impossible to control. How can you use it, yet alone do it at such a grand scale?
If the Bright One isn't bright enough to know of timecraft, they will not be bright enough to understand how.
Ouch! The king just called Siffrin dumb. Don't be mean to Frin! Shut up! Timecraft. That's something to look into, isn't it? Either way, it doesn't seem like he's the one trapping you here. Since you're here, it might be worth it to beat the king now so you can go talk to the head housemaiden. Alright. So, that's it. Battle time! And we have that skill that allows Siffrin to use 2 paper jackpot points. So this will be a piece of cake. Really. Although I probably should have used Madame O'Dial's turn to slow the king's attack speed down. I could... There we go. It was worth a shot, Bonnie. But now we're in business. There is another dialogue option about the bright flower. I wanted to save that for one of the party members. But I am admittedly a little curious now that you mentioned it. When we go back to Siffrin's turn, I'll see if that does anything. No, it's fine, Mew. Admittedly, I am curious now. So, let's see what happens. We did just heal. You offer the bright flower to the king. What? Siffrin? Sif, I don't know how it works where you're from, but in Vogard, we only give flowers to people we, actually like. I remember that you can give flowers to whoever you want, as long as they're important.
Friends, family, rivals, enemies.
He actually accepted the flower.
No matter how this battle ends, will you remember me?
Yes.
Let us make this battle a moment truly worth remembering then.
That's all. So, let's just go back to using jackpots. But hey, I can still go back to find the bright flower. It's all good. I just gotta think of a moment where I could give that to someone else in the party. This is the part where the king summons the tears, right? Yup. So, here, I should probably use AoE attacks. Wow, he actually cured himself of the slow debuff. Alright. Also, hold on. I'm getting a text about something. It's a wrong number. Let me just block this person. Hate to be interrupted by something like that, completely random. And yes, I do have the craft bomb. So, it's bomb time, baby.
What the?
That did a lot of damage. Crab, yeah! Take that, king. Ooh, that felt satisfying. Okay. That can two-shot the tears. Nice. I'll have to remember that. Now let's use a super sour tonic and continue on with this. The king sobs. Ow, that hurt. Who is in the most need of healing? Mira. She is the healer, after all. I hate to waste the other super sour tonic so soon, but everyone needs to stay alive. Defense buff is lovely, Bonnie. We'll just have Manamo dial guard for now. And then Mira can buff everyone's attack again. And there we go. Another jackpot. I can't remember what happens this part, but I think this is just the big speech before we deal the final blows. The king calls us happy. He's still trying to tell the party that his means are good. No, 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 no. We're still fighting. The king waits. Alright, so next time it's Mirabelle's turn, I will use the shield again. Thank you, Bonnie. No one needs healing, and it's about to be Mirabelle's turn anyway, so let's use this opportunity to get a free jackpot point. That'll be useful. Very nice. Back to work. Still not enough time to use rose-printed glasses, so let's just heal Mira. We got a speed debuff just then, I think. So when it's Siffrin's turn again, I'll apply the speed buff. Wow, they actually landed an attack there. Come on, I'm so close. That hurt. Paper Alpha 5. Heal Siffrin. Rose-printed glasses, and there we go. With this jackpot attack, we win again. That's 2 successful victories. I feel really bad about zoning out, so I don't think I will. If there's anything new, I want to see what happens. If there isn't, then I'll zone out next time I fight the king. If you want to hear me voice act this part, go back to my previous In Stars and Time stream. It's our turn. Sounds like there's nothing else for me to add, huh? So all you need to do right now is disappear. Seen this part already. I still think that sprite of Mirabelle looks so cool. And that is the second victory. So now we gotta get the dirt from the head housemaiden. And at some point, we might need to figure out what the king was about to say. Oh, we can actually skip this part. Nice. You're happy to see them happy. I was so afraid that since we have to go through a really important part here, that I wasn't able to skip this, but I guess we can. Go me. I gotta figure out what the head housemaiden knows that we don't. I skip all this. The head housemaiden's real name is Euphrasie. Last time you got here, you looped right back to the start after talking to the head housemaiden, didn't you? Is the loop breaking when you talk to her? Does she know why? If you talk to her, will time loop back again? I guess we can still go through here, just in case. And I love how everyone's sprites here mimic how they were in the first part of the game. Before you forget, though, do you have some snacks left? Oh, well... Bonnie looks through their pockets. Wait, I have some pineapple slices left? I won't give them to you. I'm super hungry. That way I'll survive until I eat dinner. See, aren't I so smart? Very smart. But you're smarter. You should make sure to talk to everyone you need to before talking to Issa. Yep. And Madame Odile is still not explaining what research she wants to do. Nothing special if we talk to the party again, so now we can finally talk to Issa. You wanted to tell me something. Oh, Mira! I messed it up. So we do have to talk to each other, or the party members, twice. I didn't even... It's fine, it's fine. I'll remember that next time. What did you have to... Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. It wasn't that important. Come on, go talk to everyone. I have some thinking to do. But Sif, I'm glad this is over. Dang it. One of these days, I'll figure that out. guess it's time to talk to the head housemaiden again, see if we can get any more dirt on these time loops.
Traveling one, are you done talking with your companions? Yes, wonderful, wonderful. I'd like to thank you for accompanying young Mirabelle this far. I'm very grateful. Siffrin, yes? If there's anything I can do to thank you, please don't hesitate to let me know. I know you will go back on your travels soon, but I do hope you'll keep in touch, if only for young Mirabelle.
It's the same so far. Ask her something quickly. Yes. You said something was broken. What was it?
Broken? What do you...
And it happened again. Dang it! Ugh. Oh, we'll get this right soon. Yeah, it's fine, head housemaiden. You don't know about this either. But man, this part is creepy. Stars? No, 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 no! She is! You're not imagining it. She's repeating the exact same thing as the first time! Don't just repeat it, say something! Oh, come on, man. Noticed what? Say it! She could have answered your questions. Why? Even though you asked for something different at the start of this conversation, why is she repeating the exact same thing? Just talk to me!
It's my fault that you have to suffer like this. I just hope that one day you might learn to forgive.
Something's broken, failing, rotting. The head housemaiden said the exact same thing. Time looped again. You're back here. She really repeated the exact same thing. Huh? Usually when you react differently, everyone reacts differently as well. But it was like you weren't here. Why? The king spoke of something called timecraft. It might be time to find out more. Back here again. I need to write this down. Ask the Dormont librarian about timecraft. Ask the pastry shop owner about the book before talking to Madame O'Dial. But okay. Now that we're here, I'll talk to the Dormont librarian and pastry shop owner after talking to Loop. Get the carving wood on the second floor, then end the stream. We're almost done. Oh! Now it's Siffrin's turn to ask about the sleepover. And he's gonna mention that to everyone right away. Alright. Let's get our Change God buff. Maybe you're not putting enough into it. So instead, maybe you should... You look at all the statues, looking at each of them carefully. This one. You tap the one you like the most on its head, and breathe. You breathe in, and out. Crouching down, you whisper to the statue and ask for strength. It's what you want. You actually feel a little more powerful. We did get the attack buff that time! Nice! So let's talk to Loop now. It only took until now for us to actually get the party buff. Very nice.
Woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I get it. Anyway, I was just looking at the favor tree. Isn't this tree cool?
Cue joke. Let's go through this again. This is him trying to touch you. You freeze. His hand is in the air and goes closer. Alright. We can finally talk about Issa's side quest, too. Alright, let's do this.
Well, maybe, kind of, but...
It seems serious. Does he have a big problem he needs help with? You steel yourself.
Okay, well, I'd rather you ask everyone else if they need help first. Mine might take some time.
Huh. A task so long it might take a long time? It must be really important to him. Alright, I guess we're doing that one last. Now let's talk to Loop. Surely they have something new to say, considering what happened with the head housemaiden. So let's talk about something. Why Stardust? Oh, why that nickname? Okay.
Because you're what's left, I suppose.
What's left? Of what?
And because it's a cute nickname. You're my little Stardust. My little cutie patootie Stardust.
They're hiding something. Just say you don't want to answer. It's fine.
But it's so much fun to annoy you instead. Distracting people with puns and jokes is the best way to evade stupid questions.
Yeah, you can relate. Nothing new here, though. I don't think. But I guess we can review the stuff about the loops. What should I do now?
So you've talked to the king and found out about something called Timecraft, was it? I wonder where you'd be able to find out more about it. There might be a book about it somewhere. Maybe the librarian in Dormont knows something.
That's it. I know what else to do.
See you later, Stardust!
Alright. So let's talk to the librarian the pastry shop owner, and then Mirabelle and Madame O'Dial. Wrong place. I need to go to the library. Right here. Do you know anything about a Timecraft book? Timecraft? Like, specifically? I'm not sure. You should look through books about craft. We have one here, but it might not talk about Timecraft much. I wonder, where could you find craftonomy books? Craftonomy? The librarian notices your confusion. Oh, the study of craft in general is called craftonomy. I don't think the libraries here or in the house carry any. Maybe you should look elsewhere. Also, why am I thinking about candles right now? Must be nothing. Someplace other than the libraries. Maybe someone's dorm room in the house? Alright, that's good to know. I'll write that down too. Check the dorm rooms in the house for a Timecraft book of some sort. I'll replace my little goal checklist as this playthrough goes on. And this is the rock, paper, scissors craft that we've been using the entire time. It is the art of molding the world around us as we see fit, like crafting clay into moving figurines or using paint to create art that, yeah, whatever. Using craft in battle is taking the creative energy and making it physical. There's Timecraft. But it only says we shouldn't be able to craft time. Timecraft not being achievable was the theory for a long time. But the king is able to freeze people in time, isn't he? And what makes you loop in time could be considered Timecraft too. Oh man, this is getting weird. So let's talk to Mirabelle and see if we can talk about her, I guess, paper thing. So which one will you choose? Sorry. Oh, the pile of papers, duh. Oh no! This is the battle music! How? What do you know? Answer me! She has her hand on her rapier. You're choosing someone for something, right? It seems important. Maybe I can help? I suppose you must have more experience than I do. All right. I would like your help if you'll give it. Experience? Sure. Thank you, Siffrin. But, this might take some time. So, make sure you have time. Sure, I have time now. So let's see what we got. So, what are those papers, really? Oh, bonding proposals? Wow, that really is important. No, wait, that's not exactly it. Please stop looking at me. It's more like, dating? Dating profiles. Ah, okay. It is still pretty confusing, though.
Before this all started, with the king, I decided I wanted to, try to date someone. And so I asked a dating company, and they gave me a bunch of folders of people that I could meet and that I could date. But I haven't gone through it yet.
That's why she was so worried about that. So, Mirabelle needs help finding a suitor of sorts. And she wants to be distracted from fighting the king. So let's give it a whirl. Let's have a look then. What do we got? She removes an immense folder out of her dress pocket. Is she carrying it with her throughout your entire journey?
Here's a few of them. So, you can go first. And tell me what you think.
So, what do we got about this guy? A strong buff man. Nah, we have one of those. That's not your type, Mira. Do you have someone more feminine looking? Maybe... She looks nice.
She does, I guess.
Oh, that wasn't her type. What kind of person are you into, then?
Oh, I don't have a type. I like all kinds of people equally.
But if you had to choose?
Someone... nice?
You nod.
And someone... pretty.
Okay... Someone who... likes you, of course. Mira... Who do you want?
Well, what about you then? What kind of person are you into, Siffrin?
Well... Wait, are you just gonna copy my answers?
No. Okay, fine. You got me, Siffrin. I'm not interested in that dating stuff.
Oh, that makes sense. But then why worry about it?
You know, Siffrin, the change belief is very, very important to me. It's all around changing. Changing with a capital C.
Oh, all around changing. I messed up the inflection there. Becoming a better, different person. Yeah.
And one of the ways to change is to try new things, you know? That's part of the reason the house offers so many different classes.
And that's why Mirabelle took so many.
Some are fun and fulfilling and easy, but you can't just go and only try new, easy things, can you? Sometimes I have to try scary new things.
That's a good way of putting it. You gotta step out of your comfort zone a little bit.
Romantic love is one of the biggest ways to change. It's supposed to change you, to bring you new experiences, and so... I have to do it, right? To be a good housemaiden, I have to do it. I have to date. I have to love someone in a romantic way. I have to do things with them. I have to...
Oh. You're really getting serious about this, huh, Mira? And you don't want to. She doesn't.
I don't want to do it, Siffrin. Not at all. Dating, the idea of being in a romantic relationship, of being with someone like that, I hate thinking about it. I hate the idea of it. I really do. The idea of it alone is just awful for me to think about. I can't love someone like that in the way I should love them. It never happened, and I don't think it ever will. And I need this to change, don't I?
Oh, stars, this is heavy. You're not sure what to say. Maybe... Well, why do you need to change?
Because I have to, Siffrin! I'm a housemaiden. And I love it. I love helping people, getting to know them. I love learning new things. I love it all, but I have to change in that way too. I wish I could just not do it. Not be with someone that way. But Siffrin, there's such a pressure to force us to do that. And not only that, there's such intense pressure to force us to change. We have yearly festivals all around, showing yourself as a new person, for crab's sake. Most housemaidens have completely changed at least once, and I haven't.
Oh, wrong emote again.
Isabeau isn't even a housemaiden, and he's changed. And I haven't. And I don't want to change. I'm happy with who I am. I'm comfortable with who I am. I'm comfortable with the idea of not being with anyone.
Oh, that is pretty burdensome. So you're not even sure which to follow, I guess. Your heart or the change belief? Siffrin is right. That is really heavy. And you're so against the idea of dating that it really is weighing you down.
Oh, you're not a failure, Mira. Oh, dude, this game is gonna make me freaking bawl on stream. Man, I knew this game went over heavy topics. Well, I don't know about the romantic part. But I don't want to do things with people either.
Siffrin gets it. It is weird, right?
Yes.
Mirabelle takes hold of your hands. You jump a little, but she doesn't notice.
Yeah. It's just weird. And gross. It's awful. I don't want to do it at all. Oh, Siffrin, you mean it? You really mean it? You understand?
Yeah, of course.
What a relief. To have someone who understands this, at least. But it doesn't fix anything. I need to change. And dating, it's part of it, so... Mirabelle sighs. Siffrin, I know you don't follow the change belief, but do you have something like this? Something that brings you joy and community and faith? But some other parts you don't know how to follow? Some other parts you don't know what to do with? Something that brings you both joy and grief? You think about the stars. It's more complicated than that for me, but... yeah, I have something like that. So you do too. How do you deal with it then? You don't. I just try not to think about things that bother me in general. Relatable. You didn't know Mirabelle had those feelings towards the change belief. She always seemed so passionate about it. But the belief she loves so much is also the same belief that forces her into a box she doesn't want to be in. Why doesn't she leave it behind, then? You suppose it's not that simple. I don't know anything about your belief, but you could always game the system, right? Game the system? Change things by deciding not to change? If everyone changes in that way, then you'll change by not changing in that way. I guess that makes sense. There is more than one way to become a better person. Changing by deciding not to change? Siffrin, that's not how it works. But no one needs to know. He does have a point. Change myself by deciding not to change. Sounds challenging and fun to me. I didn't realize this would take so long. I'm sorry, everybody. We'll get back to talking to the pastry shop owner and then Madame Odile after this. But aw, that's a cute picture of Mira there. Thank you, Siffrin. Thank you for talking with me. Oh, look at the time. You probably had other things to do, didn't you? Go, go, don't let me keep you. I need to be alone for a little bit. I have a lot to think about. I'll see you later, okay? You got a Memory of Faith. When equipped, Memory of Faith boosts all of your housemaidens' stats by 30. Wow! Your housemaiden also learned the skill Holy Care Shield. It's amazingly strong. When used, it creates a shield that makes everyone invulnerable to attacks for one turn. It's so strong, you'll only be able to use it when you and your housemaiden have had this exact conversation. So, if you loop back to Dormont, you'll have to talk to her all over again. Remember that, okay? Alright. I gotta make sure to keep that as much as possible, then. But stars above, that was a lot to take in.
So let's talk to the pastry shop owner before talking to Madame O'Dial. No croissant stuff, but he wants the chocolate bread. I've never seen anyone give such a look of disdain when offered a croissant. Alright, chocolate bread. But we don't really know much about the book. Can we snoop around? No. Nothing here. So I guess we do have to talk to Madame O'Dial first. You know what? I'm gonna do that for next time. I'll save that for the first thing that we do next time. I think that's a perfect place to stop, if only because I didn't realize talking to Mirabelle would initiate her side quest. So we're done here. Jeez, man. 3 hours of this. We did make a lot of progress, though. It's time for the raid, at long last. Who do we got? Didn't I recently raid Tom? So let's see if we can find someone playing Pokemon right now. The Shiny Ting Lu event raids just began, so maybe there are people doing that. Dan Squared is live, so I could raid him. He's one of the most well-known Terra Raid battle streamers in Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, let's raid him. If I can. I might have to raid Dan Squared the old-fashioned way, because I can't remember if he allows redirects. Oh wait, he does! Alright then. So yeah, he's our raid target. As usual, give him a hashtag tentacle raid. I'll be fighting Shiny Ting Lu in my next stream. It's most likely gonna be on either Tuesday or Wednesday because episode 13 of Bug Fables is done. I want to upload that. So, on whichever day I don't upload that video, that'll be when I fight Shiny Ting Lu with you guys. And I might as well show it. If you're curious, this is the Pokemon we're gonna be fighting next time. It's a ground and dark type, and it has the ground Terra type. So, bring grass types, I guess. But let's save that for next time. I gotta go now. My brain is fried, it's humid as all heck in here, and I might need to clean out my air conditioner unit again. So, I'll see you over on Dan Squared's channel, and in a few nights from now for more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Bye, everybody!